Not bad. Not bad. Hello there. Namaste. I'm EL-SCRIBBLER.
Hey, I didn't even get a chance to see the little video countdown. I actually like that. Mine said browser failed to see it. That's some bull. That's some bull. But what's up, everybody? It's your boy Maurice back at it again. That's some bull.
Yeah, it's some bull.
Like, I'm looking at my Instagram and I see it's going on there. That's some bull.
You see it on Instagram, but you don't see on it.
Alrighty.
Well, yeah. So The Last of Us, season 2, episode 5, day 2. Yeah, day 2.
Yep.
I don't know. There are things I like about it, and then there's one thing that I'm still pissed off about. And then, of course, there's the part where they're literally just adding things to add to the script to make it the runtime even longer. You already have 20 minutes of credits, and then they add in a few pointless scenes, and then it's just like, you could have literally had this probably be a 20-minute episode. And I would have probably enjoyed it much more if that was the case.
Hold on. Like what pointless scenes?
Okay, so where they're talking
I like the cold open.
That whole thing, it was just like, because literally the second Ellie leaves the room, Dina gets up to tell her, I've already found everyone. It's just like that was literally was there so Ellie could play on a guitar for a second. It's just like, I don't care for that. I really don't. Sorry, it's a little thing that
don't all movies and shows have pointless scenes of dialogue where it's just
not
like
always.
We didn't need that conversation about the fact that you like Frito-Lays, you know? Like there's a lot of shows. So I'm not even gonna sit there and put that past me personally. I think that's just nitpicking.
Yeah, it's not, it's just a little thing that always annoys me. That's just what it is. It annoys me personally, and that's always been the case.
Now I do like the cold opening where we're talking about the basement, how they had to lock down the level. When go ahead. When she brought up Leon. Leon, I automatically knew. I'm like, okay, we're going to see Leon this episode.
Yep.
And then it sucked that Leon was her son too.
Yep.
And then the fact that, you know, it goes from he's calling and to sit there and say, you know, also I walked in as they were talking. Did they say exactly when that happened? Did it say like, you know, a year ago or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
That's one thing that bothered me. Is it doesn't feel like a cold open to me. It just felt like it was I don't know how to explain it. It literally felt like it had just happened, and then the next scene is Ellie and Dina talking about triangulation. It literally felt like it was just a there. Yes.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, like, was there a date or something?
Yeah, that's why I was like, I didn't feel like a cold open because it didn't really do much to the story except establish what's going to happen in the episode. It wasn't like in season 1 where we got a cold open and they're discussing how fungus will be like one of the worst plagues to the world.
Yeah.
I love those. Or you have the Isaac walking out and then killing his crew in a truck. That one was cool. But this one, it felt like that's the start of the episode. It's not a cold open. It's just the start of the episode because it's establishing what's going to happen later. And then we go to Dina and Ellie. So
okay, so like I said, I thought it was like, you know, something that happened a while ago. Okay, cool.
No, it was literally something that happened there.
Because I was wondering when they were saying it, I'm like, didn't in the first season we already established that the spores are airborne, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So that was just, you know, in that timeline. Okay, I get it.
The thing that it makes it seals it is, remember, the lady says, Isaac, if you were gonna die, Isaac, or the lady was like, if I was gonna die, Isaac would have been here.
Yeah,
but
I ain't gonna lie, I was just waking up. I woke up. I'm like, fuck, I gotta every Sunday. I always accidentally take too long of a nap, and then I wake up like maybe 15 or 30 minutes after 9, and I'm like, damn it, he's already watching it.
Yep, I was getting the review out and everything. But okay, so she literally says that, Isaac is interviewing a scarred right now, dealing with that problem. Okay. So literally, this is happening while he's torturing that scarred member. That's how they're establishing it. That's how I saw it as linked. Other than that, it's there.
Okay. Now, yeah, the triangulation, don't, whatever. Skip past that to where we actually see them. One, I like that we see more of the scars, like, just massacred and everything. And then you get to see, you get to hear about Dina, because she keep always going like, hey, we could turn back. We could turn back. Like, Dina can't handle herself. Like, she hasn't seen just as bad, just as much messed up stuff as Ellie has. Like, you're not the only one that has been through things, that have seen things. So when she sat there and explained to us, explain what happened with her mom and her sister, her first kill at 8, it's just like, yeah, like, I mean, it didn't hit me. I just knew it was like, yeah, she's gonna have a story too about her life and all that. So
Yeah,
I like.
It didn't feel like a tearjerker because it
Oh
literally
no,
felt like it was there, but I was like, yeah, this is the world they live in. This is
because
just
she wasn't going for no sympathy. It was just like telling her, like, you are not the only one that has seen some shit. That's
yeah, and
basically what it
it's like
felt like.
if I would have seen it and they would have let me go, I would have been hunting them down. So it's like I know where you're coming from. I would do the exact same thing you're doing. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. And the stalkers, man. The stalkers, those
Hold
things
on.
are
Which one? Oh yes, that came first, bro. Okay,
yeah.
so I love that we got them, but they're not using them how I want them to use them.
No, because
It-
okay, so they're talking about how they're not patrolling this one area. It would have made sense if the whole thing's patrolled, but Dina found like an underground passage that they had to go through. And no matter what, the wolves avoid going underground. The wolves are avoiding going in a building. They have massive amount of firepower. They could walk in during the day and eradicate all of those stalkers.
Yeah.
It's literally there. I would have preferred if they would have gone underground and they would have had that scene. But it's just because in my mind, I'm like, the wolves would have taken care of this. There's no way they would leave that many infected like that. The stalkers.
Yeah, they got mad firepower.
Yeah, so close to their base. So close. It makes sense that the scarred are a nuisance because, well, we'll get to that, but she walks in the building, they make it through, and then they hear the giggling, they hear the laughing, and oh my
dude, it is so damn creepy. But then what I love is like, you see one, like, okay, we can do that. Since 2 against 1, okay, it's 3. Okay, what the fuck? I was like,
we start hearing the laughing around them everywhere, and it's just like creepy.
Now, why I did love that, the whole point of them is not to just go at them, it's to try to
lure you
what I
away.
hated about them in the game is the fact that it's scary as shit, because you would hear them the second you sit there to shine your flashlight, they disappear. Every time you sit there and try to like sneak and run around, they pop up. You try to shoot them, now they disappear. That's why I don't. That's the one thing I don't like that they're not doing. It's like you show them, you see that they can sneak around, they're a little smarter, but then it's just an action scene where you can make it straight up scary, thrilling, all that. But no, it's just now it's we see them, they're smarter, now they're just coming at us. I don't.
Yeah,
they're using them wrong.
In that moment, they literally became like every other clicker. In that moment, and it was just like, okay, it was creepy when they were surrounded, but what makes the stalkers scary is you can't chase after them because you're going to get pinned. You have to keep your mind active and looking around at all times because they will find ways around and sneak up behind you. You have to kill them when they come after you, not when you're chasing them. That's what makes them scary. And it's just like, here they were just clickers.
Yeah,
they were just your regular zombie.
It's like once they started like shooting and coming after them, I didn't care no more. But when we kept seeing them, just multiply, then I was like, oh, this is about to be good. Oh, nope, it's another action scene. So they got to do better. But I doubt we're gonna see them again unless we see them in Abby's portion, Abby's season. But hopefully they use them. Hopefully they hear everybody's thoughts about the workers. Hopefully everybody's saying the same thing and they actually do it right next season.
Yeah, because, well, it's funny. Even though I didn't like the first time they were introduced because Ellie was acting childish with Dina, but the stalker was done right. The stalker lured Ellie into a trap. That's how they work and sneak up behind. They never come at you, straight at you. But and then this one, it's just they came straight at him. It's just like these aren't stalkers. These are like half breeds. They're not fully intelligent yet. So it's like, okay.
But still great. It's great design on it. I still liked it a lot.
And then of course Jesse comes out of nowhere to save him. And that's the thing that also bothered me. It's like there are how many of the stalkers acting like clickers now, and Jesse shows up and then they disperse? No, there are like 30 something in that building. They would have all charged Jesse.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
They all get away. No, she's not bit. No, she's not bit. I was watching.
Oh yeah, dude, Jesse was straight up pissed. Now, also, because we only played the game one time, was it Jesse? No, didn't Tommy go by himself, or was it actually Tommy and Jesse? I remember Tommy going by himself.
Tommy went by himself.
Okay, so they just added that in the show.
Yeah,
I guess that's cool.
It makes sense because Jesse cares for Dina, and Tommy, of course, doesn't want to let Joel's daughter sacrifice herself.
So but I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm glad he was there. I still was hoping it would be Tommy that would have saved him. It just would have felt better. And then Dina gets hit. But that's the freaking thing. The scarred. Oh my gosh. They try to sell you in the beginning of the season that they're these sympathetic people that are constantly being hunted. Constantly. And then what do we see when Ellie and Dina enter that one building for the first time? These people's stomachs are cut open. And you start
just like the game. I remember that scene.
These people, like, this is savage. What the heck happened here? And then you see she sees you, that kind of thing. She believes, written on the wall in blood. And then here you actively see it. You start by hearing the whispering, the fact that the wolves are afraid to enter.
Yeah.
But again, one thing I don't like is you guys have all the firepower. Burn down the park.
True.
Burn it down.
Not gonna lie. True. That's how they get in by. They're getting by through the trees and everything.
Yeah, as soon as you start that fire, it will start going throughout. It has been there for a long period of time. There are dead branches, dead everything. So it was just like one of those things that gasoline dries out over a long period of time. But no matter what, even Ellie found the light switch because the generator's still full of gas, and I'm like, that would have dried out. Tanks of gas dry out, but it's like, okay, but if you have that much fuel, burn down the freaking park, burn it to the ground.
I ain't gonna lie, when they mentioned generated, all I could think about was that scene where in Last of Us Part 1 where Joel is on the elevator and then he falls all the way down, so now you're down there solo and you got to go for the generator. I hated that. I think that was everybody's worst mission because it's like, bro, we're in the basement by ourselves. We don't even have Ellie to crack some crappy jokes.
Yep. But that's the thing. It's just like burn down the forest. Burn down the forest. But the scarred are creepy. The second you start hearing that whistling,
and when Dina got shot in the leg with the arrow,
out of nowhere, you literally hear whistling, and then everyone starts looking around after they gutted the person in front of everyone, and then she gets shot.
And I love how she kept it together too. If she didn't, it'd have been a wrap on her.
Yeah, it's just the whistling though. That I can see why you are terrified in the game when you start hearing, because you don't know where they're at. You don't know where they're coming from.
When I was in the game and I heard that whistling, I automatically just start dodging. Because next thing you know, you would see somebody. And I'm like, damn it. Yeah, you automatically have to start dodging. Dude, I think within the next week or two, I'm buying me a new PS4 controller. I want to jump back on The Last of Us Part 2. Because that game is so damn fun, especially now that you see all these different factions with the scars. Like, bro, going against them is wild.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's just like, it makes sense that like a religious organization is absolutely psychotic. It just makes sense. It fits. I mean, because it just reminded me of like the Book of Eli. What was Gary Oldman's goal? To get the hold of the Bible so he could control the population. Religion has a way of being able to make people feel like they belong, and make people do what you say. And
that's why I don't like religion. I don't care for religion. Somebody grabs a hold of a fucking book and then all of a sudden they want to sit there and play God, man. I don't, man. I don't do it. No religion. I'm cool.
Like I told you, that friend you got, we both know the type of people. Like they transform into someone completely different. It's like,
don't you got no people like that too? I mean, I don't want to throw no
names. I know people who they're dead.
I still wanted to meet that person too.
Yeah, I literally say they're dead to me because they've chosen to disassociate themselves with the family. And I'm like,
Yeah.
if you don't want to be a part of the family, I don't care. It's just like, if you don't want to keep your friends, I don't care. If you don't want to keep a part of society and isolate yourself in this small little community, it's like, I don't care.
Yeah, we're not animals. We live in a society.
Yeah. And I'm the type of person, if I was to actually visit someone who's so narrow-minded, I'll speak my mind.
Yeah.
I will speak my mind, and I'll get thrown out of those places because I'd just be like, "Oh, this is not what you're supposed to be doing."
Oh, I just like to say shit that piss people off. Perfect example, like when it comes to, hate to say it. Actually, I don't hate to say it. A woman president. Like, I work in a spot where this is like nothing but like the majority are women. Actually, no, we got a lot of guys in there, but like the managers are women. So they'd do some stupid shit, some silly shit. See, that's why I wouldn't have a female president.
Well, it's funny.
You got that mixed up. Now, see, what if you had to sit there and have a file of paper with the Russians or something? You fucked that up. Boom, just keep pissing them off.
Well, it's funny because like India had a female prime minister, Indira Gandhi, and she put under house arrest the entire nation. And in my mind, because people were questioning her actions, so she got emotional and put under arrest the entire nation. And in my mind, I was thinking, yeah, this is why we don't have a female president. You hurt their feelings.
I love how as you were saying that, you were cutting out on my side. He's like, and then a slow enough, like, see, that's what we don't have a female president. Like, bro. It reminds me of that SpongeBob me. Just bad.
But yeah, like
but back to the show. You gotta get back to the show.
Absolutely scary. And
well, we just lost all our female audience.
What? Yeah. They all dipped out. All two of them. My mom and my wife.
Oh god.
All two of them dipped out.
Somebody say something?
Oh. Yeah.
For real.
No, I'm just saying it's like that's the only female audience we would have.
Yeah.
Oh,
but like, yes, the scar. Because I swear, like every time you saw the scars, you know, you'll see the guy with his child, boom, they're killed. You'll see the one that's getting tortured, and now, boom, the tables are turned. Now we're doing the torture. I love that. Because now you know for a fact that they're a threat. You think they're the ones that are just getting slaughtered and they're defending themselves. No, like Isaac said, you know, oh, maybe your people started the war. Maybe we started, you know, maybe you broke the truce. Maybe we broke the truce. Who cares? It's broken. This is where we're at now.
Yeah, we're just torturing our own.
It doesn't matter who started it. It's happening now.
But that's the thing. Is like that's what I liked. Is like in one episode, Isaac was trying to interrogate for information, and the Scarred was just wanting to be tortured. He was not going to say anything. The next episode, they have a wolf who's willing to spill everything, and they're not wanting to hear it because wolves lie. Yeah, and then they just spill his guts.
He spilled everything.
Yeah, he spilled everything. But that's what I like.
What Negan say? Oh, would you look at that? There's your guts right there.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like I enjoyed that whole scenario. The stalkers. I liked how it started, and then it kind of went into just clickers.
Yeah. Then
you get into the park where it's literally right next door to the wolves, and their wolves are afraid to go in there because it's nothing but Scarred, and the Scarred are absolutely psychotic and absolutely scary. I freaking enjoyed that. Of course, when they split up, Ellie ends up running towards the hospital.
Yeah. Also, props on season 1 and 2 so far, just based off the set design. You can't tell me that if you played the game, that every scene is like, bro, they just went and grabbed the spot they did in the game. Like every scene that's come from the game looks exactly like that in the show. So I give them props on that.
Yeah.
But man, I'm not gonna lie, there was one scene. No, there was that scene where Dina and Ellie were talking, and oh yeah, I thought I was gonna keep this to myself. Ellie had her head down, dude, and I was just like, damn, Bella Ramsey do not look like Ellie. It's like her face, like the angle. It's like the angle. Her face was so damn long. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. She has a very receded hairline. I mean,
And
she's a
again,
good actress, but
I'm
doesn't look the
down.
part.
She's a great actress. She's doing great as Ellie. But and this is the thing that would be pissing me off, because every time somebody sit there and say, you know, oh man, this person should have been Ellie, you always have those motherfuckers that try to make it sexual. Oh, why do y'all need a 14-year-old to look cute? Dumbass. Ain't nobody saying that. We just want the person to look like the person we played with. That's all. I don't want to fucking see.
Dude, did you
I
just
don't want to see
literally say it like that?
Huh?
The person you played with?
Pause. Shut up.
You played as the person
played with. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. We're playing a video game. That's like I don't like. It's like I don't want to see Zendaya as Ellie. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she's a good actress. That doesn't mean I want to see her as Ellie. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
I don't want to see Charlie Day as Joel.
Dog, I'll slap the shit out of him.
But the thing,
hey, kiddo.
But the thing is, like, everyone, when it comes to people complaining about the female casting, it's all about like sex. You're a sexist and all that. People complain about the guy. I didn't care for Pedro Pascal as Joel.
Hey, hold on.
Hugh Jackman, man, or the original voice actor.
You kind of struck something. Charlie Day as motherfucking Joel. And then no, he has to be Charlie Day from Always Sunny.
Yeah, this isn't like that's the whole concept of Michael Cera is Shaft.
Yes. I can rock
out of nowhere, but it'd be a comedic casting.
I can honestly rock with Charlie Day as as Joe. I think that would be great.
He'd be the height of Ellie, man.
That is so true. But okay, yeah, but now we're at the end and we get to when what is it, Nora? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I fucking hate Nora. Actually, I hate Abby's whole clan. I hate the whole gang. Okay. But I like how they did this scene because, again, it was bar for bar, same as the... Oh, no, yeah, that's the thing. Same as the game. And this is the thing. When we sit there watching her clean up, you know, the wounded and all that, taking care of them, and I'm sitting there thinking, like, I don't give a fuck. Don't sit there trying to show us, like, oh, yeah, look at her. She's helping her. I don't give a damn who she's helping out. She about to get killed, and I'm about to enjoy every second. The only part I hated about Ellie killing Nora is that she didn't take as long as I did when I played that part in the game, because I hit her and I hear her choking on her own blood. I hit her again and it gets worse. And I'm like, I hit her again and I wait a couple seconds. That whole scene, it took me about a good minute and a half. And here, bro, it was just too damn quick. I wanted to hear her choking on her blood.
They fade to black. We don't know how long it took. They fade to black. But okay, this is the thing I had issue with. It's like, again, the same thing I had issue with when Joel was dying and didn't defend his actions. Here, we have Ellie confronting Nora for the first time. And Nora's basically like, oh, he got what he deserved. He shot someone in the head. And that's the thing. It's just like, okay, he shot someone in the head and he got tortured for it. I understand sacrificing one to save a million. I understand that concept, but still, Joel was saving his daughter. I know why they're not mentioning it in the show, why Ellie doesn't mention the fact that she was saved. She was only 13. Joel was protecting me. Why no one is saying it is because they're trying to make Joel out to be the villain. And it's every time they do that, it just makes me angrier and angrier and angrier. Because it's like, guys, you're trying to force us to like Abby's character. If she would have just shot Joel, I would have been like, okay, she got her revenge. Ellie's going out for her revenge. But it would have just made sense, because what happened to Abby's father? Well, his brains got shot out. Why are you torturing Joel? Why?
I give you that.
None of them. None of them believed that Ellie was actually immune, that she didn't truly exist. None of them did. They even showed that in the cold open with Abby at her father's grave, because Nora's like, oh, is it true that, oh, it doesn't care. That's impossible. But yeah, he was going to harvest a 13-year-old girl. It's just, and he's a father trying to protect his child. I sympathize with Joel, and they're constantly they make me angrier because they constantly don't acknowledge that Joel was a father protecting his daughter. They are trying to get you to forget that, and it pisses me right off. Even Ellie doesn't say anything because the writers are trying to get you to sympathize with Abby torturing Joel. I
give you that. I
think it would have been better if they would have just had Abby, even in the game, maybe shooting Joel a few times, but to torture him is just way too far. Was way too far, especially when you're trying to get revenge with your father who had a quick death. You're torturing the one who again.
Hey, you can't get mad at how somebody reacts to something.
Yeah,
they might, I fucking torture somebody.
Hindsight is 2020, but that's the thing. It's like I really wish they would just acknowledge the fact that Ellie was saved by her father. I wish Ellie would say something, but no. The only thing she does is grab a pipe and starts beating Nora. I loved it, but I still want Ellie to acknowledge that Joel did the right thing. That's the thing I have.
And we all want McDonald's to bring back the snack wraps. You can't get everything, But no, I completely understand what you're saying, because by them not mentioning it, it does make it seem like, he was just on some bullshit. It doesn't know. Nobody ever mentions it. So I completely get where you're coming from.
Yeah. But in the end, I enjoyed seeing Nora get tortured. I enjoyed seeing, I think she did a good job acting there, where she's like choking up on her own blood, breathing in her pores.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And I love that when Ellie is down there, one, you see Leon, and then two, also you got to think about it. That sucks. Like, you're down there damn near by yourself, breathing that shit in, basically merging with all the fungi and all that. It's kind of sad. I kind of wish he just put them out of their misery. It's kind of fucked up. And at some point, I kind of wish, like, you should just let Nora stay down there too. You should have beat her ass to a pulp to like an inch of her life and let
drag
her
over to the fungus.
Yes. Yeah. Damn, dude. See, Joel is not even my. So now you see how Abby feel. Now you see how Abby, because Joel is not even my daddy, and I'm doing the worst. Oh, you did that too? I'm taking steps further.
What do you mean Joel isn't your father? We were both Ellie and Joel in the last game. We know how he felt in the situation. Abby had no right to go that far, but she did. So now Ellie has the right to go as far as she wants. You escalate the scenario. You beat Nora to a pulp, and then you drag her over to Leon, and she becomes a part of the wall.
I wouldn't even drag her over to Leon. I'll put her in her own little fucking corner. That way she can be there by herself. Even worse. Bro, we ain't shit. Don't ever fuck with us. We're worse than Gerard Butler and Law Abiding Citizen. In an apocalypse with some shit like that. Not only, we get our mask. But I did like how Ellie was just walking over, breathing in the spores and all that good stuff. I'm like, yeah.
It's like, what do you mean we're both dead?
But that ending. Oh, I can't wait for the next episode.
I didn't care.
Go fuck yourself, bro.
Dude, Joel's gone.
My God.
Joel's
gone. The game. You already knew these flashbacks were coming. Already knew these flashbacks were coming. And guess what?
Yeah.
Bro? I loved it.
The dino scene.
Not even the dinosaur scene, but we getting the astronaut scene.
Dude, you just put the dino scene. That's all you want.
I want that. No, you talking about the giraffe scene? We got that. The scene that's just as good is the fucking astronaut scene. Now we getting that. I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait. I love that. Mission.
But the thing, I just wanted to see her getting her revenge, and now we're getting a flashback to Joel, and I'm like, dude, you're gone. You're gone.
Hey, kiddo. I was like, oh, you called her kiddo. So yeah, because next episode is gonna basically be their fall off. Whew. Oh yeah. So hold on.
Oh, we're gonna see Eugene.
Maybe. Okay, because I'm trying to see where we at now. So we killed Nora, but she still has to kill. She still has to kill Owen. She still has to kill the pregnant chick, and she still has to kill the one dude that was about to kill her. Remember?
Yeah. The one who got pissed that he got bit or something.
That got sliced.
Yeah. So there is we just finished day 2. We're gonna do a flashback and then day 3, and then it's over.
Damn, really? That was how they going
next season.
How they gonna get through all that? Like, because honestly, there were more flashbacks. But I mean, really, we don't need all the flashbacks. We can just keep the one where they fell off. Because I mean, they can throw all the flashbacks in that one episode next week.
Yeah. Or
But
just have them as like they should have just had all the flashbacks as cold opens. I would have preferred that. Like maybe a 5 to 10 minute long cold open, and then you get like a title sequence. I would be okay, and then you get a 20-minute episode, and it's just like there's
I
several
want my
episodes in each
whole
episode.
I want my whole episode on Ellie's birthday. I want that whole episode. I'm trying to see right now. I think it is 7 episodes. Seven.
Yeah, it's
Yep,
seven.
7 episodes. So damn. Okay.
So they're having the flashback episode next week, and then it's the day 3
season finale. Yep. And Jesse is getting popped.
Oh, good.
Yep, that's the episode he's gonna get popped unless they switch it up somehow. Okay. Feels so quick. This season feels so quick. Maybe they could have thrown 8 episodes. I feel like that'd have been fine.
Well, it
depends. It depends on how they do it, though. It depends on how they do it.
It's also the fact that the episodes look like they're an hour long, then they're 40 minutes each. And then if you actually take out or actually remove everything that doesn't add substance to the show, it's actually much shorter than it is. You could probably make 1 to 2 movies, one really long movie out of everything so far. That's it. That's actually substance to the story.
Like that.
But again, the best part about it is when it gets all creepy, when you hear the whistling, when you hear the giggling of the stalkers, when you're walking through a building trying to hide from the wolves because you're in their territory after witnessing what happened to the wolves when the Scarred got a hold of them. It's just all that just seems far more game related than everything else. I like the aspect that make me go like, oh, this is the game. Just like the whole walking through the bottom of the hospital. How many times did Joel need Ellie's help in the first game because the spores were in the air and Ellie was the only one who could walk through, take care of things?
Yep.
Oh,
honestly, I can't wait for season 3 just to see how they do Abby's story. And I can't wait for season 3 just so everybody can shit on it just because it's Abby's story.
Dude, people are already bombing the season 2.
But I mean, they're about to bomb it, nigga, like a motherfucker.
Yeah. It's like I can understand some people's complaints, but I think a lot of people went in wanting to be unhappy. I am unhappy with the things that bother me, but I still enjoy some aspects about it. But other than that, I could still have some fun with the show.
Yeah.
I still have some fun, but some people are going in just to be pissed off by the little things.
Yeah. Regardless, we don't care about them. Fuck them. But overall, though, actually, I really enjoyed this episode. Good episode.
Yeah, good episode.
Isabella Merced is fine as hell. Dina, she fine as hell. Honestly, the chick that plays the chick that's like the actual like face and body model of Dina is fine. So sorry, I had to throw that out there.
You see any movies this weekend?
I went to Grandma to see Sinners.
Again?
Hey, that was my 3rd time. She loved it, and dude, it's just as good as the first 2 times. But I had to take her because she never even heard about it. She saw, well, we got to remember, one, Grandma don't have cable, so she's old. So all she does is watch, in the heat of the night reruns and Murder, She Wrote and Jennifer Hudson show. So if they stop by to talk about the movie, then she'd know. But yeah, she didn't know shit about this. So yeah, we walked up in there and she watched it. She loved it. So
yeah, great film.
Great movie. Honestly, I'm gonna go and say it.
Your 4th time seeing it, right?
Oh, I'm going to see it again, but I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I love this movie that much.
I told you it's an amazing film. Absolutely amazing. Worth to watch over and over. You always catch something new.
That's exactly what I did. Yep, I was catching a lot of stuff. But a movie that I did watch before I took my nap today is Hard Eyes. Have you heard that one?
Yep, I've heard of that one.
All right, so for people who haven't heard of Hard Eyes, it's a slasher movie, and there's this killer called the Hard Eyes Killer who kills couples on Valentine's Day, and we basically follow this, not even a couple, just 2 people who meet, end up having like work for the same company, and then they decide to like go out, but then the killer mistakes them for a couple and is going after them the whole night. Honestly, this movie was good as hell because the killer, that boy got some moves. That boy, okay, one the opening scene, you know, you always have that kill of just random people. I didn't like that scene because one, I thought it was like a dream sequence or like a movie or something that was being filmed. I'm like, why does it look like this? And then it's like, okay, it's probably like, it's people that's, hey, did you record my proposal right? Oh yeah, the lens flare and all that, you got to redo it. So already I can't stand the two people to the point where I'm just like, why did y'all start the movie with them? I hated them that much. But the lead actors though, they got so much chemistry. Like they were funny as hell. I love how they meet for the first time. It was actually kind of like a nice little meet cute. But it's just like they picked the wrong things to do shit. Like they'd be sitting there arguing about like, hey, you ditched me while I was being chased by a killer. I was too. Or they have like a nice little cute moment to where they're connecting. Like, it's like there's a scene where they needed a weapon. And there's like was it a tire iron? Yeah, a tire iron jammed into this guy's, throat. And it was like, hey, then he's like trying to tell her to get it. She's like, hey, you can do it. You can get it. And then they both are just like slowly pulling it out. I'm like, hey, is this supposed to be like the intimate scene? Because if that is, bro, this is not the time. So I love their chemistry. Honestly, they carry the whole movie. The killer, like, dude, he ain't pulling no punches. He's going in and he's actually whooping their ass. And then there's one scene where the killer is straight going through a drive-through, a drive-in movie theater, And I'm just like, okay, so ain't nothing gonna happen. Homie just stabs a dude in front of like 100 people. I'm like, damn, this dude ain't playing. Overall, though, it's a great movie. I'll give it like a B+. I enjoyed the movie start to finish. It's funny as hell. It's actually a fucking romantic comedy. Just with the killer, a killer involved in it. I love the whole. And then what's funny is this what got me the biggest laugh. The two detectives was I'm gonna call her Sienna Shaw, and I'm gonna call the other dude Jason Hobbs. And they're sitting there like, wait a minute, Hobbs and Shaw like the movie, and tell me why the chick that plays Shaw is Dominic Toretto's sister in Fast and Furious. So she's like, yeah, I never heard of that movie. I'm like, this is great. But yeah, Hard Eyes, yeah, it's on Netflix. Definitely watch it. I love that movie. I definitely would love a sequel. Even the girl's best friend, funny as hell too. So yeah, check it out.
Yeah. Well,
now, didn't you go see? Was it Fight or Flight?
Yeah, Fight or Flight. Okay.
Oh,
I like Josh Hartnett as an actor. I always have.
Uh-huh.
This film, it has a great concept. It could be great. So Josh Hartnett is this ex-CIA operative who was screwed over by his girlfriend because he beat up a politician who was beating up a prostitute and is abandoned in Bangkok. There is this ghost who just blew up a building. It's a character called Ghost, and you know who it is. Spoilers, it's the girl.
Chill out, because I plan on seeing it Tuesday.
Okay. You find out in the first 15. They make it way too obvious.
Oh,
way
okay.
too obvious.
Fucking go ahead.
In the first 15 minutes, Josh Hartnett is like, I know who you are. I like that. But the problem is, I had a huge issue. So they're on a plane, and Josh Hartnett is protecting this character the whole time.
Uh-huh.
Turns out, halfway through the movie, they're on a plane. This character that he's protecting apparently has their own personal bodyguards. The Asian women in Karate Gis. They are the bodyguards. And in my head, I'm just like, okay, you're on a plane. You've already killed 20 people. Where were these bodyguards the first time around? Yeah. It just made no gosh dang sense, because it felt like it buried its lead. It made it way too obvious who the ghost was. It made it way too obvious with all the corruption. And of course, there's the end shows that they want to make a sequel. And I'm like, there's no way. There is no way. I was the only person in that theater.
Let's see what this movie made this week. I'm gonna guess and say 8 million. I'm gonna say 8 million.
That's the thing. It's like I liked the concept. It's just I enjoyed it, even when they're just like, oh, I know who you are. I need to protect you. You can't get far away from me. So for like the first 30 minutes, even the flight crew, I enjoyed the flight crew. You have the guy who takes care of first class, who's like the overly flamboyant gay guy. You have the Indian male. You have the Indian female. You have, it's just like you see the flight crew. You get to know them, and it's like they're fun and enjoyable. Of course, you have the talking down to Josh Hartnett because he's a man. You have the women doing things like beating up and killing guys that are twice their size in like a equal physical combat. It was just a little over the top Hollywood. And I was like, it worked for me. I was okay with it. I didn't mind that Josh Hartnett was spending time with this person who he's trying to protect. I didn't mind. The part where it got overly ridiculous is when they introduced the women in karate gis 40 minutes into the film. And it's like, you guys, 20 people have died. Why weren't you protecting this person beforehand? And another thing, they are trying to make child labor synonymous with slave labor. And that pissed me right off. Child labor is not synonymous with slave labor. There is a complete difference. Sure, there are some people that sell off their kids to places and call it child labor, but that at that point in time is slavery. And it pissed me off because the lead character is just like, oh, I did this because they use child labor in their textile factories. Oh, I do this. And it's like, I was one of those kids. I was a slave. And I'm just like, dude, this is an action film. This is an action thriller. Why are you trying to put in a pointless sympathetic chord in this movie? It felt like it had no place, and it comes out of left field. And I'm like, just have action. Just have action. Remove the whole, oh, I'm doing this because this.
Okay. How was the action?
Not good. Not good. So the action feels like it wasn't even choreographed. It's like everyone, if you actually look in the background, because I got bored with watching Josh Hartnett, go through the motions, that I was looking in the background, and literally what's going on in the background, it's like the director said, all right, everyone in the back, just start screaming, start yelling, make angry faces, and wave your arms around. And that's what it looks like. It looks like, it's so funny. It turns into a comedy because I'm like looking in the back because I'm bored with what Josh Hartnett is doing or what the 3 Asian chicks are doing. And I'm just looking, I'm like, this doesn't look great. Like the only good scene was actually the bathroom scene. And they showed that in the trailer because he's doped up at the time. And he accidentally kills the guy.
All right, who's the killer or the ghost or whatever? Who gives a shit at this point?
It's the Indian chick, who's the wait staff, the flight staff.
Gotcha.
I mean, I did enjoy the flight crew because they have like the pilots in the front, and Josh Hartnett tells them not to open the door. We've killed a few people back here. They're nothing but hitmen, and they're discussing like the movie Sully.
Nice.
Oh, we could have a movie based on us. We could have a book written about us. So they're talking about that. Oh, how much do you think he got for the book deal? 30%. Who's going to play me? Tom Hanks. Well, he's okay.
All right. How was the, cause I'm pretty sure there's like a main henchman, which is, I'm looking at the cast. I ain't know, Marco Zaire or whatever, the Colombian dude from Undisputed 3, the main henchman from John Wick 4. How was he in this movie?
He's just there to die.
All right. So would you recommend going to see this? Because I'm not going to see this anymore.
This is one of those films that you put on when you're cooking, when you're eating, when you're folding clothes, that's the thing. I love Josh Hartnett. He has some of the best films. Like, even though he only had 2 scenes in Sin City, I feel like his character was one of the best. He had 2 freaking scenes. The first one, he's with the girl in the red dress that he kills. And at the very end, he's pretending to be a doctor as the girl who betrayed her organization. He's a hitman.
Yeah.
And then you have Lucky Number 11, where he's basically like, yeah, it's just.
Now odors is odares. You do realize you're not supposed to use the word you're defining in the definition. Dude, Lucky Number 11 is a classic. It's so underrated.
Yeah. And he disappeared from cinema for a while. And then he came back with M. Night Shyamalan's Locked.
No. He did Trap, and then he did 2 Guy Ritchie movies, which was Operation Fortune with Jason Statham and Wrath of Man with Jason Statham. He also Josh Hartnett. I think he got something else. But honestly, everybody's trashing on Trap. I think the performance is what makes it funny, because it's the fact that he'll be sitting there, all cool with his daughter, yeah, and then he'll go up to somebody, hey, what are the cops doing out there? And I'm just like, bro, he looks creepy. Hey,
but
let's go down there and see what's over there. I was just like, bro.
But what I liked about this one is it's literally, he's lucky number 11 in this film. But I hated everything else. So the ghost person he's protecting, she's the typical hacker who has invented a computer that can destroy any kind of government facility, and she's gonna use it to expose all the dirt. And the person that Josh Hartnett is turning him into is his ex-girlfriend, who now runs an app which protects personal data. It is so confusing, because his ex-girlfriend once worked for the CIA when she turned him in, and he's been black bagged. And then what happens? She's for some reason the head of a digital protection agency, which came out of nowhere, because the camera pans out at one point in time. I thought they were part of like some secret MIF type of crap, Mission Impossible. No, they run an app factory. It's just like, what? The whole thing is about how kids make the chips that go in our smartphones. It's just like, what?
This movie sound like crap, man. I'm not gonna lie.
It is. It really buries its lead.
I think it's only watchable just to see Josh Hartnett. This is the thing. You said I looked up and they could tell they set up a sequel. Bro, this movie only made $2 million.
Yep.
They ain't getting no sequel. $2 million audience score gives it a C+. This movie is not making no sequel, bro. I mean, it's not. I guess they thought they were going to make the next John Wick. Because isn't this from a producer? I think it's from a producer of John Wick. Yeah.
That means nothing.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
That just means
that just means that
he got
they
paid
hired. He got paid to hire this actor, this writer. That's it. Put in some money.
A producer basically means a producer credit is literally they get paid so their name can be slapped on the project.
Yeah, or they put in money or some shit like that, but they don't do no writing, they don't do nothing. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm not saying that they don't do nothing, but if somebody sit there and say from the producer of, I don't give a fuck. Like, you sit there and say from the writer of, from the director, nah, we talking, but don't sit there and don't tell me from the producer of, like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's a trash film. They got the Indian chick from Bridgerton, which I didn't care for her.
I don't watch
it's just the whole thing. The whole thing is just like what I liked was the Indian dude, but the flight staff is barely in it, and they're the best part. You're stuck with the Indian chick talking down to Josh Hartnett when he's just trying to keep her safe and then turn her in. But she did nothing wrong. She's blowing up buildings for child labor. I mean, again, the whole thing's convoluted. It buries its lead, and it's just stupid. It's just stupid. Josh Hartnett, I went to watch it for him.
Now, I just realized I did see another movie, Another Simple Favor. Did you see the first one? Simple Favor?
I couldn't even watch that.
Did you see the first one?
No.
The first one was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot. Blake Lively was great. I loved her. I love her outfits. Anna Kendrick was great. Honestly, it was a good movie. The second one, though, I felt like one of those sequels to where they were just like, hey, let's put this in like let's have the setting in a beautiful place and then kind of like do the, you know what it was? It was Murder Mystery 3. It was just like, okay, we're gonna go somewhere fucking beautiful. Oh, let's go to Greece. Oh, now there's a murder and we're trying to figure out who did it. That's what it was. The payoff itself, I wasn't a big fan. Spoilers, of course, because in the first one, they're come to find out Blake Lively had a twin that she killed. Well, in this one, come to find out they're triplets, and then there was another twin that actually came and drugged the Blake Lively we know now, Emily, and started pinning murders on Anna Kendrick. And then this is what kills me. And the first one, Anna Kendrick fucks her half brother. Straight up, her brother. Let's just say that. Fucks her brother. This one, Emily, Blake Lively, gets drugged, and you might as well say raped by the other sister. Like, yeah, she's drugged, and that sister has she's what's the word I'm looking for? She's what the fuck is it? I can't think of it. But she's obsessed. She's obsessed with her. So she drugs her, and then she has sex with her. So I'm just like, you're incest and you're getting raped.
Blake Lively has sex with Blake Lively?
Yeah, sadly we don't see it. But yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck? And then at the end of it, all the murders are, you know, she's like, okay, you know what I'm saying, you love me, they kiss each other. I want you to do a favor for me. The crazy sister decides to take the rap and just switch places with Emily. So now she's going to jail for all the murders. And I'm just like, this movie's all right because the person that she's marrying, Emily, you know, was part of like the mafia and all that shit, but really he's gay. It's just that the two of them are really good friends and he helped her get out of jail. So it's like, you know what? This marriage could be a cover up. So the two families could be, you know, not be at war no more. And the two of y'all can, you know, be in love or do whatever. But then at the end, it's setting up for another sequel because now the mom of the husband, you know, was wanted to kill her, but she was like, you know, I can tell that you really loved him, that you didn't have nothing to do with this, but I need you to do me a simple favor. I'm like, we're about to get a third one. So it's like this one was okay. They didn't have to make it. The first one was way better. This one was pointless.
The next one's gonna be more simple favors.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like,
other than watching Fight or Flight, I've been restarting all the Mission Impossibles.
Oh yeah, really? How did that go?
I absolutely love the first one. To me, it's one of those. It's more grounded than anything because he's trying to protect.
What movie did you stop at? Like, did you only watch the first one?
I watched the first two.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue, but I watched the first two. The first one is so grounded because it's more of a spy espionage film, which is what I like. It involves a heist. It involves being disavowed. It involves a mole hunt. It's basically a spy thriller. It is what it is. And one thing I enjoy is in one scene, Ethan Hunt says, I'm going to make a crew. The next scene, he's meeting with both his teammates. You don't need, like in most films now, you get the hunting for a crew.
I hate that. It's the same shit every movie.
Yep. And in this one, he's literally talking to him.
I mean, hell, technically they did that in Sinners. They did that in Sinners. Okay, let's get this juke joint together. The security, the sign maker, the cooks, the singer. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they do the heist. And I freaking love it. The only thing that's an issue is like, oh, didn't he leave his knife in Sarah? Why does the guy who left his knife behind still have the same knife that Ethan Hunt can realize it? But what I do like is like I have multiple versions of the same knife. If you like a knife, you get various versions of it. So I can understand, but at the same time, it feels like a plot hole. Something that it's like, oh, you left that knife at the crime scene.
Yeah.
How do you still have it? Because you know the guy still has the same knife and it falls down on the desk. And that's how Ethan Hunt puts two and two together. But the whole thing, Ethan Hunt only went through everything because he wanted to find out if Claire was responsible for the death of his friends, or is she innocent? That's the whole thing. And I enjoy that aspect. He didn't need to go through all this. He just wanted to find out if she was innocent or not. And when he finds out that she's not innocent, well, he doesn't care if she dies. Well, he does, but he doesn't.
Now talk about the best one, number 2.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So number 2, I
really want to hear your opinion.
I like how it escalates things. So the last one was basically the risk of all intelligence agencies, all CIA operatives from Langley. That's what it was about. It was the knock list, finding out who all the knocks were, their aliases, who what their real names are, who their families are. He's trying to protect them. In this one, it's a virus that can that risks the world. It ups the stakes.
Yeah.
It's just the thing I started having issues with while I was watching it. I realized, okay, he's only allowed 3 members. The chick that apparently they force a relation with, it felt very out of nowhere, the relationship. And then he can only have 2 others.
Yeah.
For one, they don't know what Sean Ambrose has, the villain. They don't know what he has. So they're trying to keep a small crew. And then what happens? He finds out that Sean Ambrose has the cure to a very bad virus. Why can't he get more crew members to help him out? Why? He's not disavowed like the first film. He's not hiding from his own government like the first film. It made sense in the first film why he was going on the knock list to get from the disavowed members, why he was hunting from them. In this one, he can only get 2, and that's it. One thing I did notice, though, because you have the bad guy's best friend, and as soon as I saw him, I was like, I recognize him from somewhere. Where have I seen him before? And then in my head, I heard clever girl, and I was like, Jurassic Park. He was in the raptor. He kept the raptor people from Jurassic Park. He kept all the raptors in the cage.
What was that? The dude with the hunter, the sniper, or whatever?
No, the dude with the chopped off finger.
I know who that is. I know who that is too. That's the bad part.
I was looking at him like, I recognize him. I know I've seen him in a movie recently. I was like, but he'd be much older in a modern film. I was like, what the heck? What did I watch? And then I heard clever girl in my head, and I'm like, Jurassic Park. He was the raptor tamer in Jurassic Park, or raptor handler in Jurassic Park. I was like, oh my gosh. And of course, he died in that film too.
Now, this one has some good action, though, from what I remember.
But what I liked is more people are using the masks. They introduce the sound chip. I like that. I like how they upped it a little more. The issue is Ethan Hunt decides to do a boss fight. He gets a hold of a gun, throws it away so he can fist fight. Sean Ambrose pulls out a knife. He takes it from Sean, drops it on the ground so he can continue a fist fight. And at this same exact time, the girl he proclaims to love is walking off a cliff because she's been infected with that virus. And it's just like, why? There's a scene where Luther shoots a launcher onto a wooden bridge. The car gets blasted off a bridge. Ethan Hunt drives with the motorcycle through the flames over this bridge, is followed by Sean on a motorcycle, and then 2 trucks drive over the same bridge. It is like, this bridge is wooded.
And you got me wanting to watch that shit, because that whole motorcycle chase, every time I think of motorcycles, I think about Mission Impossible 2.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because there are people who are like, it's one of the worst because it's so over the top motorcycle chase.
It's John Woo. It's also John Woo. You got to remember that.
He has it, especially at that time, an fascination with doves.
Yep.
The white dove that flies in front of Ethan Hunt, the white dove that's perched on a ledge as Ethan Hunt is hiding. It is hilarious. It is so freaking dumb, but I gotta say, I loved it. I loved it, but at the same time, it's not worth a rewatch.
No, I used to watch it. I used to watch it as a kid because Grandma and Papa had 1 and 2 on VHS. And then, they let me, they let me go see number 3, and I've been going to see them ever since.
Yeah,
if they ever release the first 2 in theaters, I will go see those 2. That way, I can say I've seen every Mission Impossible in theater.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like I like how they up the stakes. I like how they introduce that more people are using the products. But it's like, first of all, the IMF organization hired Sean in the first place to pretend to be Ethan Hunt when they didn't trust him in the first place. And then Ethan Hunt leads to killing the scientist, or Sean ends up killing the scientist to steal the cure to the disease so he can get a hold of the disease later. Again, very convoluted.
Yeah.
Very convoluted. I liked how they upped the stakes, but it made no sense as to why Ethan Hunt couldn't ask for backup. Like in the other films, when he's working with the organizations aren't working with him at the same time. Oh, you're going to be disavowed. We're going to pretend like we don't know what you're doing. but because he only has like one handler and everyone always thinks he's a bad guy. He's always being hunted by his own people.
Yeah.
Makes sense as to why he has a small crew and can't ask for help. But in this one, you even have Anthony Hopkins in this film, who serves no purpose.
He is. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is in this one.
It's like they up the stakes for nothing. For nothing. They're just like, dude, you could ask for help. You could ask for help. But yeah, I'm gonna start watching the third one, then the fourth one, and the fifth one.
I mean, I got 11 days, so I can sit there and rewatch them all.
Yeah, I love the first one. I absolutely love the first one.
I ended up finishing the first Dexter show. Got to say the first Dexter show because we got what 3? Well, we got
3 now.
We got 3 with the 4th coming out. That's wild. But dude, so when I first saw it, Deborah's death didn't hit me as hard as it did this time. Like I don't know, it's like the more I watch it, I fall in love with Deb more and more. And now this time, bro, just seeing her, bro, pale face, bro, getting tossed in the ocean, bro, was just so heartbreaking and just so fucking stupid because I'm just like, bro, you do know she still got friends, you know, that would love to throw a funeral for her. Don't forget Quinn, who was about to marry her, who was about to propose to her. Don't forget Sergeant Angel Batista was a good friend of her. You could have sat there. Don't forget Cody and Astor, her niece and nephew. Like, damn, dude. Like, don't stop thinking about yourself, buddy. Like, that kind of pissed me off. And that whole season 8, the cons, I did not care for Dr. Fogel. The fact that she's sitting here, like, you know, with all the killers and all that. I mean, you doing too much. I did like that he had someone that he was training, someone that could have been just like him, the kid that was like, you know, also a killer. So he started teaching him the code. And I did like him because it was just like he was a quick learner and he was also kind of funny. Just the fact that you got Dexter, you know, tagging, you know, got like a little fucking teenager or whatever tagging along.
Only 2 seasons. And the Trinity Killer is now at Hogwarts. So
2 seasons of what?
That are really worth watching. The first 2.
Of what?
Dexter.
Fuck out of here.
I like
the first 4 seasons are good.
Yeah.
Honestly, season 5 is good too, where he teams up with Julia Stiles to go after the people that, like, you know, raped and killed all those girls, like the Guru. I thought that was a good season. Now, the season with Ray Stevenson, I like Ray Stevenson's character. I mean, you know, Dexter's teaming up with a mobster. I like that. Season 7 was straight trash. I hate it. Colin Hanks as the killer, the Doomsday Killer.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
One thing I don't like is how many people know who he is. Like the first one, it's his brother that he's hunting down, basically.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, he's the one hunted.
Yeah.
And he has to turn around and be doxed. And now, and then everyone starts knowing who he is, and he has to work with them till he decides to get rid of. It's just, I don't know. It just felt a little.
It gets repetitive at times.
Yeah,
which is why it shouldn't have been going
over and over and over again. Because the Dokes, my man, absolutely.
I'm sorry, y'all got to bring Dokes back. They keep bringing because the Trinity Killer is even coming back for Dexter Resurrection.
Yeah,
and what sucks? This is what hit me.
You mean Professor Dumbledore?
Yeah, I saw that. This is what hit me because I saw a meme. Angel and Dexter are now about to be enemies because Angel is going to Batista is going to be in this season of Dexter Resurrection, so you know he's going to be trying to hunting down Dexter. It is so sad, bro, because he really loved Dexter as his best friend. That was his boy. Even when you see him again in New Blood, you know he's sad to talk about him. And then when you see that, you know, that picture of his mugshot and he's looking and he still had the files that LaGuerta had on him, it was just like, are you this entire time, the whole time? It's just like the whole time, bro, you were the kill. So I can't wait to see how this goes in the next season. And you know, they got to have a face-to-face because that would piss me off. When I thought this New Blood was completely done, I'm like, no, there's no way Dexter's about to die and y'all about to have Batista come all the way down here for nothing. Hell no. So really, of everything, that's what I'm excited to see, how they're going to play that, you know, that dynamic now. So
because New Blood pissed me off with how it ended.
New Blood was good until that last 20 minutes, even though
Yes.
they retconned it again, though. They retconned
Yep.
it again by bringing
They keep doing that.
Resurrection.
They keep doing that.
Hey, but it's the thing, though. I'm cool because I love Dexter. I'm glad we still keeping it coming, but just pause. But just make sure y'all give us a good ending, or just don't fucking leave it like that, because it's clear that y'all thought that was the ending. If y'all didn't, then why have New Blood and then Dexter Resurrection? Easily, because didn't nobody like the ending to New Blood, so now y'all bringing in a new show instead of saying New Blood season 2. So I don't. And then also you gotta also bring in this outside of Batista. I want to know about Aster and Cody. How are they gonna feel about this? You know how Harrison is, but now Aster and Cody. You know, fuck it. Masuka, Quinn, bring in everybody that he worked with. They got to come in at some point. But now that y'all already killed Dexter twice, you got to come up with a new ending. For all said and done, if y'all try to sit there and kill him again, bro, either blow him up or do something. But y'all can't give us the same ending.
Yeah, one thing. The reason why we kept getting this stuff is because they kill off Dexter. People are unhappy, and the actor is always willing to go back because he hasn't been picked up anywhere else. I like him. I think he does a great job. Like, I enjoyed him. He was one of the best characters in hide and seek, or what was it? Where they were
talking about Game Night?
Game Night, yeah.
Game Night. He was only in it for 5 minutes.
Yes, but he didn't do much. Best characters, and I'm like, why can't he be in more films?
He didn't do shit in it.
Exactly, but it's like I still enjoyed him. He was funny. He was absolutely funny when he was there.
He wasn't funny. He didn't do shit. He was just being a bad guy.
I thought he was funny.
That role could have been given to anybody else. They just said, "Hey, I like Dexter. Let's bring in Dexter."
That's the thing. I wish he was in more, but that's why they keep doing Dexter films, because
he did Gamer.
Signing up.
He did Gamer.
Yeah, he keeps signing up for more stuff
because he ain't got shit else. Sadly, I hate to say it, but like, can he do anything else?
So he keeps signing up for it because he's not being hired for anything else.
And I'm gonna keep watching it too, because I even love that in Dexter Original Sin. Have you seen that yet?
No,
bro. It's good. It's actually really good, and the fact that he's doing the narration, so I'm like, bro, it's still Dexter.
Is Original Sin going to continue as they do Rebirth?
Yep. Resurrection. But yeah, they got they're
every
doing
other series with spin-offs and
they're still doing season 2. They're still doing season 2. So I can't wait, bro. Like I said, the whole cast is good. Even Christian Slater, I say even him because he does not look like fucking Harry Morgan at all. James Remar, they share no likeness one bit. But yeah, man, like Original Sin is good. The guy that played Dexter does a great job. Like honestly, he was a perfect cast. And yeah, it's great hearing Michael C. Hall as the.
I have a feeling that actor is actually going to go farther than the original actor of Dexter.
I wouldn't be surprised. I really like him. He has the awkwardness, and then he has the killer mode. Everything that Michael C. Hall did, he's doing the same thing, and he could probably do it even better. Because like, whereas with Michael C. Hall, I feel like even when he's like just doing regular shit, I feel like he's still, talking to his dark passenger. Oh, so Frito Lays are only your sale 4 for $7. Oh, I wonder if Deb wants a bag. Should get a bag for Deb. Oh God, but yeah, good show. I can't. Now that he's on the run, now that everybody knows who he is, that's where the show is gonna get some new life. It's gonna get a new breath, fresher breath air. Fresh air. Fresh
air.
What is it?
Yeah,
it's breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it's going the Boondock Saints route where it ends and everyone knows who they are and they're gonna build. And then what does it do? Boondock Saints, All Saints Day, they just revert back to the same thing. They turn into cowards and run away.
Yeah, that was horrible.
It's like, come on. And then the next film is like, oh, we're gonna do it where it's in prison and they're gonna break out and influence the world.
They've been talking about that. They've been talking about that movie for years, bro. That ain't happening.
Remember, they were talking about that for years, and then we got All Saints Day. They're going to talk about it for years until we get whatever the next one is, and then it's going to be another piece of trash.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, now. I still like All Saints Day. I hail from a colorful people. I love Romeo, man. He was great in that movie.
Oh.
What is it? Who ordered the whoop ass fajitas? Fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking
Ding
Mexican.
dong, motherfucker. Ding dong.
His
Well said.
Mexican flags on the freaking guns.
Uh-huh.
That just reminded me of the freaking gold guns from Resident Evil.
Oh, I was about to say Face Off. Oh, no. Mike Epps and Resident. Oh my god, Mike Epps and Resident Evil Apocalypse, bro, was like the. It was like the comic relief you needed, bro. Motherfucker,
My
please
crap is
look. My shit is
custom.
custom. look at this big motherfucker. Got a rocket launcher and shit, bro. That's why I still say, even though the first Resident Evil is the best, Resident Evil Apocalypse is my favorite. It is it's the best one. When you want a fun zombie movie, you watch Resident Evil Apocalypse. I love that movie. Good times. I remember going
only for it to get retconned in 6.
Man, they retconned everything, bro. Oh, it wasn't Dr. Ashford. It was this doctor. No, it was Dr. Ashford. Because we had a whole movie when we went to go save his stupid ass daughter. So
it wasn't Dr. Ashford. It was Alice's original body.
Yeah. I was like, bro, don't kill yourselves.
And the Red Queen was Alice.
Dog, that's the worst thing about the Resident Evil franchise. They retcon shit, and they always give us a bomb ass cliffhanger, just for them to either A, just clearly forget about it, or B, wrap it up in the first 5 minutes, bro. Because I thought we was gonna have a whole movie of clone Alice's, and they destroyed that shit in the first 5 minutes.
They killed them all.
Or when I'm thinking like Wesker, Jill, Ada, Leon, everybody's about to sit there and team up for the world, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, where's everybody at, bro?
They disappeared.
When I tell you, that pissed me off, because when I saw that in theaters, I'm like, bro, the next one's gonna be like the best movie ever. Dog.
Retcon.
Bro.
It's one of the worst films for retconning ever.
It pissed me off, bro, because I'm just like, bro, we even got Wesker on the team, bro. Wesker, we got the dream team, bro.
Oh well.
And then they killed my boy. They killed my boy. I forgot his name, but Star Power, bitches. They killed my boy. That was my boy, bro.
Aren't they
Boris
redoing
Kojo?
Resident Evils?
Oh yeah, yep. I think they already got a cast. They got something. I forgot who's doing it, but we are getting another Resident Evil movie.
I know Netflix did a crap TV show,
bro.
Then...
bro. R.I.P. to Lance Riddick, bro. You know, Sharon, John Wick, The Wire, The Guest. R.I.P. But my guy, which one?
Bloodlines.
No,
wait, that's the other actor. Yeah, Fast and Furious.
Tony Todd, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, you just stop talking. Stop talking.
His last role was going to be the Indiana Jones video game, but it's like, nope, he's in Bloodlines.
Yeah. Hey, but stop talking, because you just got two black people mixed up, bro.
Dude, there are two amazing black actors who passed away like right back to back.
It was about a year apart.
What?
It was about a year, 2 years apart.
Yeah, they both died around that time.
But dude, they had him play Wesker, and I mean, he even came down with the coat, with the blade-looking hairstyle. It was horrible. I didn't even watch that show, but when I kept seeing clips, like the scene about the breadsticks, did you see that clip? He was at a restaurant eating some breadsticks with his family. And he's like, oh my God, these breadsticks are good. That's all you can eat. Excuse me, can we have another basket of breadsticks for the table? Oh, I'm sorry, you have to eat those, finish those first before you can do it. Oh, but it's all you can eat. Yeah, after you eat those. But they want breadsticks. No, I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up about the goddamn breadsticks.
Is the whole thing like a what is it? Loki 2 took place at a McDonald's. Is the whole thing an ad for like Olive Garden?
I don't know. Oh my God, like Sonic? Was that Sonic? Yeah, I don't know, bro. But like him and them damn breadsticks. But
the Sonic movie brought to you by Olive Garden.
The bowl is really endless. The salad's really endless. I'm like, oh my God, they were really getting paid. But yeah, bro, I heard that. Yeah, I heard that Resident Evil shit was trash, bro. Like, I'm so glad I didn't watch it. But I'm looking at the new one now. Did you watch Welcome to Raccoon City?
No.
Okay, I will give them props on this. they did a somewhat decent job at adapting Resident Evil 1 and 2 because 1 and 2
it was supposed
is
to
in
be
that
like
one
an
movie.
origin story to the original.
Well, it's if you play Resident Evil 1 and 2, it's them in the mansion, and then it's like Leon's like first day or some shit. So that's what they're doing. It's the characters I don't care for. They're kind of boring. It does feel a little more horror than the other movies. They have some decent overall, man. If I did, I'd give it like a 7, a proper 7. It was only a one-time watch for me. I'd rather watch the Paul W.S. Anderson movies because you get more action. but for what they did though, adapting it, they did a better job adapting the game than the other movies did.
Yeah, because I would like to see like what happened to Raccoon City in the beginning.
Man, they don't have nothing. Don't even have nothing going on yet. They March, boom, 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 with Columbia Pictures serving Sunday release date. Okay, all they did was set a release date for the next one. But I'm just like, at this point, bring Milla Jovovich back. Like, that movie still do good.
Oh, isn't she doing Monster Hunter now?
Man, that shit flopped. Monster Hunter sucked, bro.
Or that film with Batista.
Bro, it like that whole movie was made in front of a cheap ass green screen. That movie looked like trash, bro. I love me some Milla Jovovich. I love me some Milla Jovovich.
Chicken good.
I love her.
But so at work,
her movie sucks.
One of the people has a multi-pass.
Oh fuck yeah! You can get those on TikTok.
I saw that and I'm like, I want one of those.
You can get one off of TikTok. That's probably where they got that from. Yeah, TikTok shop.
I don't know.
TikTok shop.
I saw that. I'm like, multi-pass.
TikTok shop has everything, bro. You can get cameras, you can get microphones, all that good stuff.
So basically Amazon.
Yeah, basically, honestly. Like, that's why TikTok sucks right now, because if you go down there, every video is going to be an ad. Hey, so you stupid as hell if you don't buy this new cup that I got off the TikTok shop for $5.99. I'm like, oh my god,
it's like Instagram. As you're scrolling, every other one is an ad.
Yep, that's all TikTok is now. I'm like, damn, bro, Trump, you should have just let it die so we can get a new, get a new app. But yeah, Milla Jovovich movies, they suck, especially when she's doing them with Paul W.S. Anderson.
I like the Three Musketeers.
Oh, Three Musketeers go hard. I love that movie.
Stupid.
Especially the two brothers, Orlando Bloom and what's the other one? Luke Evans.
Oh my gosh, they look like they're brothers. Mm-hmm. I hate it. You have Orlando Bloom being the prince, and then you have his brother being one of the Musketeers, and I'm just like, why are you in the same film twice?
I'm so mad. I'm so mad we didn't get a sequel. I'm so mad. And you had Ray Stevenson. I love Ray Stevenson. I liked him ever since I saw him in The Punisher. That's been my boy. But yeah, that was a good one. Three Musketeers was fire. I mean, dude, they had a ship that was flying in the air.
Yep.
And was just blowing shit up. And then you had Percy Jackson. Yeah, Percy Jackson in the movie. You can't go wrong. Percy Jackson, Milla Jovovich, Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, I like that film, but it's funny. There are these trashy films that are done, like the Guy Ritchie film, King Arthur. I fucking love it.
Yeah, it was good.
I absolutely love that film.
It was definitely a Guy Ritchie movie.
And nobody liked it. I'm just like, why?
Speaking of Guy Ritchie, he's doing Roadhouse 2. Jake Gyllenhaal, he's gonna do it. My question is, how? Also, Guy Ritchie's been getting out of his comfort zone, because I'm still tripping on the fact that he did Aladdin.
Oh yeah.
He actually got. Hey, he got $1 billion movie. He did $1 billion movie. Congrats, Guy Ritchie, but that was just so out of left pocket.
Yeah, he's an amazing director. It's just I don't understand why people don't enjoy his films.
I like his movies. I'm still waiting on another. I still need to see The Covenant with Jake Gyllenhaal. I hear that is good, but I still need a Sherlock Holmes 3. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm surprised we still have not gotten that movie.
Yeah.
Fountain. Oh, he got like a Indiana Jones movie type coming out. The Fountain of Youth.
Yeah.
But so the people you got, John Krasinski and Natalie Portman, I could tell you right now that's gonna flop.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to Apple TV, but it's gonna flop.
So speaking of Sherlock Holmes, the Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes, I finished the first season of Weak Hero. Who? People are loving the second one. I told you about it last week. I watched the first 2 episodes where the kid basically does like a Sherlock Holmes, planning out how he's going to fight in the situation.
You did tell me that, yeah.
Yeah, so they do that for the first 2 episodes, and then everything else, you kind of see him planning it out. He's not like saying it in his head. He just kind of looks at things, and the camera cuts away to it, and then it comes into play later. It feels like there are 2 shows in this one show. So the first one, they're dealing with like a drug ring and a gambling ring. And these 3 friends are being bullied. And then at the very end of it all, 4 episodes in, they become best of friends. Why does it? Okay, so episode 5 comes out, and the best friend becomes the villain. Why does that sound like a season 2 trope? Where you create these best of friends, and then season 2 comes out, and the best friend becomes the villain. No, halfway through episode 5, one of the friends leaves and joins the gang that used to bully them. And then
that's season 1?
That's season 1. Halfway through, they changed the entire story. And I was just like, what is going on here? I enjoyed it, but I hated it at the same time.
That reminds me of the game A Way Out, where at the end, all of a sudden, we got to go against each other. Yeah, so, but that's at the end. This one, it's halfway through. The entire tone changes. Yeah. And then one of the friends gets beaten to a coma, and the Sherlock Holmes character has to get revenge. And it is awesome. He goes around beating up all these people that are stronger than him, more talented than him, because he just plans everything out and isn't willing to run away. It is awesome. And then it, of course, leaves with a cliffhanger because he's now at a new school, and it's time for class 2. And what's that show called?
Weak Hero.
Weak Hero. Okay.
Yeah, I enjoy it for the action. I don't like how it feels like there's 2 seasons wrapped into one, because honestly, the entire first season could have involved like the gambling ring.
It's not an anime or nothing, is it?
No.
Or is it? Okay.
It's a Korean drama.
Oh, there we go.
It's a Korean action drama.
Okay. By Guy Ritchie?
What?
By Guy Ritchie?
No. You brought up Sherlock Holmes, and I'm like, oh yeah, I finished that show.
Gotcha. By the way, Guy Ritchie got like he has another Jake Gyllenhaal movie coming out. Him and Henry Cavill. So yeah, it's like him and Jake Gyllenhaal's on the road right now. But
Jake Gyllenhaal's an amazing actor.
So what's today? Today, May 12th. So what's the next movie? What's the next movie coming out next week?
I have no clue. I know at the end of the month, it's Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. And then after that, it's the Karate Kid Legends.
Yep. And then after that, John Wick.
So Ballerina.
Yep. John Wick.
I'll need to watch all the John Wick movies again, or at least 4. And then
they're all right here. I've seen them so many. Speaking of John Wick, before we wrap this up, you hearing news about John Wick 5, right?
I thought he was done.
Okay, so completely different story. It has nothing to do with him going for the high table. That debt has now been paid. It's done. They didn't tell us the story, but he said, this story is completely different. But he's like, when y'all see the trailer, it's just like, y'all
apparently he was contracted to hunt the ballerina, so he's obviously.
Well, remember, no. That's between 3 and 4, and he's also doing that with with his family. I forgot what they were. The people that trained him and shit. So really, I could see him doing something for them. So it's between 3 and 4. So that's why he's still doing that contract. But number 5 is going to be a completely different story. Which now it got me excited, because I'm like, if y'all going to continue him going for the high table, just leave him dead. But the fact that y'all bringing a new story is 1, I'm excited. 2, y'all bringing something new to the table. But 3, that means it could be a hit or miss. Because now y'all actually, like, what are y'all going to do now? Like, what's, I don't know. But if the action is just as amazing, because now after the action that y'all gave us in 4, it got to get bigger. Like, what are y'all going to do now? Because
he needs to fall off the second tallest building in the world and survive.
Yeah, basically. And John, are you okay? Yeah. That's how it's going to end. But regardless, you already know me. I'm going to see it at least 2 times.
and you're gonna love it no matter what. And then over time, you'll be like, it wasn't as great as I thought it was.
No, if the action is amazing, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
I probably said something about the story, which is what I've been saying about all of them. Well, at least maybe after 2 is when I started saying, okay, the story is just the bounty's going up, the bounty going up. And hell, number 4 was like the bounty's going up every 20 minutes. They're like, okay, we're going to combine all the stories into this one movie. What's the story? The bounty's going up, the bounty's going up, the bounty's going up, the bounty's going up.
Up the stakes.
Yeah. What's the bounty at now? 500 million. Now we got the whole U.S. Army after John Wick. Oh, God. Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you could have it where he's taking down an entire nation. How about that?
Hey, which one was it? Number 2, where he shows up, and I forgot where it was, but he was like, "Please tell me you're not here to kill the Pope."
No.
Hell no. But yeah, John Wick 5, I'm excited for that. Hopefully it's good, because we getting a John Wick 5. We're getting a Kane sequel, Donnie Yen, where he's directing it, and the girl that wants revenge, she's going to be back. We're also getting the John Wick prequel, which is going to be animated. And Keanu Reeves is returning to voice the character. And then yeah, we're getting John Wick 5. So we're getting a lot of John Wick shit. And then also, I'm pretty sure Ballerina is going to do good, especially seeing as how Keanu Reeves is back as John Wick. So we're going to get a sequel for that. And I'm pretty sure we get another John Wick TV show somehow.
Yeah,
so
I don't.
John Wick fans are eating good.
I don't like how they're calling it John Wick 5, because they're making
that's just right now
a continuation.
Yeah,
why not just start something new?
That's just right now. We could probably get John Wick Chapter 5, something. Even though it was kind of stupid when they did that for number 3, but then number 4 is just Chapter 4. I was like, hey, no, y'all gave us a cool title for number 3. What's number 4? Chapter
I think
4.
that it should be just John Wick or something, and then John Wick, or like what Star Wars does, a Star Wars story, a John Wick story. The hunting, the assassination of the Pope, a John Wick story.
Well, you can't go for the Pope now, because the new Pope is a Chicago nigga. So he all about drill.
He's American.
He be listening to drill. He be listening to drill music. Be listening to Chief Keef and shit like that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting end of the month. Some good things.
Yeah, I can't wait for Karate
coming
Kid.
Around.
Which one?
Summer season's coming around.
Yep,
so we're going to get all the big films coming out.
Isn't Lilo and Stitch coming out this month?
I think it's next month, but I could be wrong.
Cause I'm watching both. I'm watching both. The cartoon and the actual movie. Lilo and Stitch is a classic.
I love Lilo and Stitch.
Hell yeah. New patch buggy. Lilo. Oh no. Oh, May 23rd. Yes.
23rd?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
hold on.
Okay.
Is that coming out the same day as Mission Impossible though?
I think so. I'm watching Mission Impossible. I'm not watching Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, yep. It's coming out the same day. Damn,
Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah, I'm going to see both. This is the thing that sucks though.
I can only watch one movie a week, so I'm watching Mission Impossible.
I'm seeing both. This one sucks for Tom Cruise, because the last Mission Impossible got fucked over because of Barbieheimer.
Yep.
And I mean, of course, Florence Pugh was giving that Sloppenheimer, so it really fucked up numbers. So that's why that kind of flopped. Well, it flopped until they got that tax break or whatever. But now this one is coming out the same day as Lilo and Stitch. So
yeah,
that's a kid movie. Everybody and their mama going to see Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, and I respect for Tom Cruise. He's trying to keep his everything about the movie, because I was an article popped up how Tom Cruise basically shut down the tariffs talk and just wanted to promote his movie. I'm like, yeah. Promote your movie. Who cares about politics? Promote the movie.
Oh yeah, for real. We're here for the movie. I don't give a fuck about the politics.
Yes, I want to know about the movie. I don't know don't want to know about XYZ cast members. I don't want to know about the first time this has ever been done in a film. Just promote your movie. Talk about the action. Talk about the story. Not about the XYZs that are in the film, because this is the first time this type of self-identified person has been a key grip of a certain type of film. No, just talk about the movie.
Did they talk about that?
People do talk about that in films.
Well, like, oh, we got a transgender costume designer. Don't nobody give a fuck.
Nobody does.
Just make sure the costumes are good, bitch. I don't care what they identify as or who they with.
I don't care.
Are they good? Are they good at their job so the movie can be as like I don't care.
I don't care how the actor swings.
Yes,
can they
exactly.
act?
Exactly. Can they act? Can they do a good score?
Can they play something other than the way they swing?
Yeah. I'm trying to see what's coming out this weekend because I got what's the day? This the 12th, so
it'll be the 14th, 15th.
Okay, there we go. Coming soon.
Yeah, the 15th. Things are coming out.
Why the fuck are they re-releasing Ma?
I have no clue.
They are legit releasing Ma like that. Okay, duh. Let me just go to the movie theater app. And that way I can see what.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to. I'm going to be like, oh
yeah, I don't know why I went to Rotten Tomatoes when I got upcoming right here.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh yeah,
Karate Kid, Ballerina, Final Destination. Oh, Final Destination.
Oh, look like I'm about to be on my I'm about to be on my toes.
Oh my god,
next couple of months.
Or Hurry Up.
Oh, that's coming out the 16th.
Ooh, the Hurry Up Tomorrow.
I'm going to see that bullshit.
Starring Weeknd and Gina Ortega and
Weeknd can't act for shit, bro.
No, it looks like a twisted movie though.
I'm good. I bootleg it. Okay, so I'm definitely going to see Final Destination. I got to.
Final Destination.
It's Final Destination, and it's Tony Todd's last film.
Yeah, good point.
And let's be real. I feel like everybody should go see it because that's the movie that made us not drive behind a log truck. Like I'm cautious whenever I see something
that made you paranoid to unplug everything, make sure everything's off. Did I leave the
it still takes me forever. That's why I'm always late to work because, dude, I can't tell you how many times I had to walk back up the stairs to make sure I got nothing by the stove. To make sure the stove is off, to make sure that there's no water by this, that, all that good shit.
Remember, Final Destination doesn't care if the stove is off. It can turn it on.
That is so true.
If you leave a mop nearby, a mouse might run past, knock the mop, fall down, activate the gas, and it starts leaking into the room. You walk in, and it accidentally sparks because...
And then you go to the door, and Michael Myers stabs you in the fucking chest. Like, what? What? That's how it is, bro. That's what I love about Final Destination. You're like, oh shit, there's glass in this cup. Oh no, he's about to drink it. The fucking spark plug is sparking. Oh shit, what's about to happen? Heart attack. Boom. Heart attack. I swear that's what's funny about Final Destination.
It's better a heart attack than the guy who basically got hung by his nose ring.
Oh, and then they got it in IMAX too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to see it in 4DX.
Oh, you want to experience it.
I wish they had a 4DX theater. That's why I miss being in Los Angeles. Because every type of theater you wanted, they had it there. Like when they had Sinners playing in the IMAX 70 millimeter, they had it in Los Angeles.
Oh well, yeah. I guess it's Final Destination next week.
Yep, Final Destination.
The Last of Us, the flashback episode. Yeah, we're wrapping up The Last of Us. We're wrapping up. Yeah, so we'll have to find something else after that.
Yep, we'll figure something out. But but again, hey, thank y'all for watching. It's your boy Maurice. You can follow me on YouTube at your boy Maurice. Same thing with my TikTok and my Instagram.
Yeah, thank y'all for watching. Remember, 1 tool plus 2 tools equals 2 tools. I think I said that all messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're both tools. I know I am.
Wow.
I'm a married man. I know where my place belongs. Yeah. Toodles.
Later.